Hey guys, the reason you're seeing this is that this is a re-uploading of the second Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream. Initially, the microphone audio did not work the entire time, and I'm guessing it was a NVIDIA RTX issue as it just tried to crash my computer and somehow switched my mouse input. I don't understand, but doesn't matter. I went ahead and recorded commentary for the entire 2 hours, 15 minutes. So you'll be seeing that in a minute. Those recordings took place over the course of what felt like 3 days, but I think it's just two. And the initial stream was what, Friday? Not Friday, Sunday. Sunday, it's Wednesday now. The initial stream was Sunday the 28th. Final recording of audio was Wednesday the 31st. So, with that in mind, thank you for understanding. I'll make sure this doesn't happen. Well, I'll try to make sure this doesn't happen again. I can't control if RTX crashes. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and please enjoy. Okay, so sorry about this, guys. And these first few seconds is probably going to be me. I believe I was double checking if we were live, because I took the uptime off of this. I just feel like it clutters it a bit too much. Unfortunately, that means I have to check when we're live rather than doing a 40 seconds in thing. And I believe I've just confirmed that we are live and doing my whole spiel of thanking you guys for coming to stream. I won't be reading the lines. I did last night. I will not be doing that today, simply because I don't know how long I'm going to be on those screens, because I stopped after a certain point. And let me make sure this is recording correctly. Okay, good. Just making sure. So I'm definitely explaining something here. I have no idea what it is. But yeah, I believe we're going to go get some stuff set up real quick, and then gather some missions and run through some of those. I am hoping to Jeebus. So let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna be looking at stuff we can sell. And there's really there's a lot of not focusing on the main game this stream. I think in terms of story quests, we only did 2. But we did get a lot of leveling done. So I'm just accepting every mission. And that's what get ready for that. That is the majority of what's going to be happening. These first, I want to say 40-ish minutes is going to be us going and getting those missions complete. And I've got 10 minutes of audio until I have to make a cut. So I've not figured this out yet, but this is where it's teaching you that you can give items for equipable stuff. I don't learn that until like an hour in. But we got Buzz on the team. Buzz is real good on the team, as you will see. Man, I'm talking a lot on that video. Sorry if it's disorienting hearing me, and pretty much the same kind of audio quality, but the mouth not matching up. So, Tiny Woods, I believe we only had one mission in, and we're knocking that out real quick. This is, the strategy I do is go for the least amount of quests first, so that you're long hauling on the last one. Oh, right. So, we grabbed the Sun Current, but don't have the location. But because we got them, I decided to get Jungle next. And I'm talking about that for a little bit. Okay. The main problem I've found with this game is there's not much to commentate on, because only about maybe a third of the game is actually story, and the rest of it is just going on these types of missions, leveling up, organizing, and boosting yourself, which has been fun. It's been fun to play. I'm sure this doesn't watch too well. We'll find out today, obviously. But yeah, I freaking love this game. Oh, that's what I was talking about at the beginning. I was talking about how I only had a few main DS games. I've had quite a bit of 3DS games, but I've had only a few, say less than 10 DS games. And Mystery Dungeon being one of them. I put hundreds of hours, at least 100 hours into it. I played the crap out of the few DS games I had. I had Pokemon Diamond, which I believe Sword just recently passed my hours in. I believe I had somewhere around 400 some hours in Diamond. And then I think I just passed that in Sword, because of the DLC, the sparring, oh my god, and just doing raids and stuff. Except my cat. Yeah, my cats are making noises. And then I was talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX game for a little bit. How I wouldn't mind streaming that, and I wouldn't mind streaming that. It is, I believe it does all but the final arc of GX. I could be wrong. It could be all of it. But I know it does the entire first year and goes into part of the second. So that would be something to go back into. Also, Mystery Dungeon games. Actually, since I'm here, I got 6 minutes. Sorry, I am very the medical prep I'm doing today is very time sensitive, so I have to be very close to exact on this stuff. Where am I? What am I? Oh yeah, list of Mystery Dungeon Pokemon games, because there is a Final Fantasy version of them. So I don't think we'll go back and play Blue and Red since we're doing this. And then I will probably do Explorers of Sky instead of Time or Darkness. And I believe I have that on my Wii U. There's apparently a Japanese only title that looks to be Mystery Dungeon meets what's that? A Rumble? I'll look into that, but I doubt I'll do anything with that. Then Gates to Infinity I heard was great. I believe I don't know too much about that one, but Super Mystery Dungeon I played the demo for. That's the last one in the series, as this is a remake. So there's 4 overall stories, not including that one WiiWare game. Let's see. Apparently that WiiWare game, that WiiWare game is pretty popular. There's apparently fan translations, so I might look into that. Gates to Infinity is Gen 6? Right? Wait, is Oshawa Gen 5 or 6? Damn it. No, Oshawott Gen 5. So Gates to Infinity is Gen 5. And then Super Mystery Dungeon is Gen 6. And they have not done a new one since then. And I want to say that seeing how well DX sold and reviewed is probably what's going to hinge on if they continue the series. I would not be surprised if they just do a remake of Explorers of the Sky next, or bring the WiiWare titles and just simply port those to the Switch. But I think, especially for the style, Gen 7 would work real great in Mystery Dungeon. With the style of Pokemon that they have there. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this as my first break, so yeah, I will be back. I'm gonna wait until I hit the 11-minute mark on the recording, so it can be exact. But yeah, we're now in Thunderwave Cave, continuing through that stuff. I'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. It is now 5 a.m. The day after the initial voice recording. The first 11 minutes. I don't feel great. It was a rough night. Not the roughest I've had, but the roughest medically induced night. And it's gonna be the same thing today, unfortunately. So if I have to abruptly go, I'll let you know. But I should have about an hour in me. But yeah, so I think we were talking last about the other Mystery Dungeon games. I won't go through that again. Oh, goodness. I apologize for any noises I make. Last day of March as of recording. I'm excited for Pokemon Snap next month. Really excited for Pokemon Snap next month, actually. I still say they missed a huge market doing a 3DS game, or DSi game. But obviously, it's way past the DSi life cycle and pretty past the 3DS life cycle. So I'm glad we're getting one on Switch. And I'm glad they're not being like, okay, now we're only doing Gen 2. You know, it's just like there's been 7 generations since the first game. Just put in what you can. And I'm also glad they're not like all of the Pokemon, because then we probably wouldn't see the game for another 2 years, and it could be clunky with that many. Pokemon in it. But, whew, boy. Hey, what's that? So what's happening? Sorry, I'm on a different screen. Oh yeah, so Team Meanies is coming and stealing our mail. But don't worry. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. This is just a precursor to a story mission. I can tell I'm doing the voices. I remember doing these voices. But I also remember, and this is only 15 minutes in, doing that Torchic voice, the hello, hurts my face after like 2 minutes. So, anyways. Yeah, horrible bunch. If only a Pelipper would show up with some mail. Yeah. And it doesn't even give us a story quest. It just gives us an additional one. I think this is really just trying to focus on the... Yeah, you're probably going to receive a mission in the mail every day. So yeah, we're gonna go and do Mount Steel now. Oof. I'm sorry, it's a medicine I had to take a drink, and things didn't go well last night with said drink, so I'm feeling it twice as much this morning, unfortunately. Alright. I am going to be a little sidetracked getting some other stuff done, but I'll be talking. Don't worry about it. It immediately doesn't talk. So yeah, Snap's coming out. And yes, I will be streaming that. Is that gonna be a day one stream? Is it the 30th? If so, maybe? Let me double check that. I think it's this. Yeah, it's the 30th, so maybe Friday night. Oh god. If not Friday night, then probably Saturday. Oh god. Other than that, I don't really have too many plans. I gotta get Bowser's Fury done at some point. That's about it. Until Mass Effect comes out. Again. I did not think it would hit me this hard, this fast. Damn. Okay. So, yeah, just going through the floors. Again, you can see Buzz, the beast, with that signal beam, even though he's 5 levels below us right now. Save that worm ball. There we go. It's job 1 of 3? 5? 3. 3 and that's 2. I do this twice, I think. Not exactly. I do this one run through before the story mission. I do some training after the story, maybe right before the story mission. maybe both. I can't remember. And then I do like 2 or 3 dungeons before the next story mission wrapping up. Ooh. Talking is not actually helping. Who would have guessed? I might have to wrap up this copy of the recording soon. Oh, if you're watching, I plan on I've in getting the thumbnail set up, which I highly enjoyed the thumbnail this time. There is a password list, at least on the UK Nintendo, which I tend to go to for reasons. Anyways, let me check on the US page for Mystery Dungeon, because they have a password list here. They don't. See, this is what I'm talking about. The UK ones. Freaking strapped. Okay, so there's passwords in this game. At the opening, you can put them in. It'll give you missions and items. My plan is to do all the items off stream, and then I'd like to check out the 4 special request missions on stream. The only thing I don't know is if I input them immediately, if I immediately go to the mission, or if I simply receive the mission in game. Because inputting all those passwords on stream would be a bit much. Was this 2 or 3? I think this was 3, right? So we should be done with Mount Steel now? No, that was 2. Okay. Or was it more than 3 in Mount Steel? I don't know. I'm not feeling great. Oh yeah, I use an apple. Okay. But yeah, so next Mystery Dungeon stream, which I've probably said this once already, but I don't think I plan on continuing that until I get this done and up. I'll try to focus on those passwords and stuff. Goodness. Where are we at? 22 minutes, so that's not too bad. I think I'll go for a little while longer. I'll try to hit 30 minutes on this recording. But yeah. It's a bit pointless to say what days I will and won't stream on a pre-recorded thing, because you guys probably know before this comes out. I mean, I'm probably focusing on this before I stream again. So, hopefully I get this done soon. I did enjoy my break. And I got a lot done. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I had a little post a little while back, but I got my album done. I just need the album art for it now, so it should come out at this point this month, if not May. I got a car finally. all the stuff that goes with that. I watched a lot of movies. Caught up on John Wick and watched all the Digimon Tri movies, plus Digimon Last Evolution, which both have one glaring issue with the last episode of Digimon Adventure 2. I know we're playing Pokemon, but real quick, let me just steal here. Digimon Tri set spoilers a little bit. Tiny spoilers. More like a plot device spoiler. But they say that when a Digimon dies in a human world, it doesn't get reborn in Digimon Tri. This goes completely against the end of Digimon Adventure 1, at least in the US, but then also goes against Digimon the movie, at least. So in Japan, the movie was 3 separate movies, so it at the very least goes against the third part of that movie with Adventure 2. But anyways, oh hey, we're done with Mount Steel. But then, so there's that, but that doesn't really play too much of a part, other than, like, the death of 1 or 2 minor characters. But then Last Evolution, there's quite a few things iffy with that. Oh, we got Zigzagoon. Oh yeah, hold on. Pop. Ziggy Pop. Still haven't used Zigzagoon after this point, but love the name. So Last Evolution, a few spoilers for that as well, and I would recommend it. Out of all the Digimon movies, I enjoyed Last Evolution a lot. I would say Digimon Tri, each one is pretty much like an hour-and-a-half long episode of a series, whereas Digimon Last Evolution is definitely an anime movie. But so in Last Evolution, I feel like they said, for a bit, they said screw Tri, but this is a sequel to Adventures. But at the same time, there was a few mentions of events that happened in Tri, so it was very weird, because, one, a major villain in Tri, who wasn't a major villain in the main series, is once again not a major villain, and they don't explain it at all. Not a single bit. And then they don't mention the Digimon dying in the real world thing, but for the most part they don't. That's not an issue. And then really the only other problem I had was the main gimmick of the movie. So spoilers here, but also, yeah, we have to beat the team to saving Metapod, but Team Muni's, but we're gonna go and do those other 5 missions first. But real quick, spoilers for that movie. It's found that once you're an adult, or once you've aged out of needing your Digimon, there comes a timer, and once the time runs out, your Digimon fades away. This goes completely against everything, for the of the series. Because, like, they've shown the very end of Digimon Adventure 2, if you don't know, is that they're like, everyone has a Digimon now, and we still have our old Digimon, even though we're in our, like, 40s. It is just like, okay. I feel like I like that bit more, but at the same time, what I would have personally done, well, is made it the Digivice has a time limit. And once the Digivice is gone, your Digimon can't be in the human world anymore. And it is also your passport to the digital world, so you can't go there. So the punishment is you will no longer be able to see your Digimon. Now, I understand that there is the fact that, like, for some reason they made a character be able to completely manipulate the digital world, a main character, the main cast, but so that would have circumvented that. But they could have wrote some mumbo jumbo of he's only been able to actually do that through the help of his Digivice or something, so without it he won't be able to. Anyways, I don't feel great. I'm gonna go for 1 more minute for syncing reasons, so I will be stopping this recording at 31 minutes. I will be back probably, if not tomorrow, then Friday to continue recording. And we're just doing some storage management right now, trying to make sure everything's good and I can get some stuff, and I've learned to not sell equipment items unless I need to. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, hey guys, once again, back at it. So it is about 12 hours after the last time. Managed to get some more sleep, thankfully. And I am post, I guess it's technically not an operation, but post out. And everything went well, thankfully. So far, side effects of everything I had to do is not too terrible. Mainly just a bit gassy, so sorry if I burp and stuff. But of course I say it and that triggers it. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would be at this moment. So I figured, hey, why not get some more audio done? I'm actually kind of really in the mood to stream, but I really want to focus on getting this done. So we got a few more camps, and now we're going to train Buzz a little bit. Yeah, I really gotta make sure this microphone works so I don't have to do this in the future. I think I haven't had, well, I had one microphone problem back when I did Star Fox Command. That was for about 10 minutes. So I just kept that the way it was. But then I had another one, I think the last time before then was with Mega Man either 9 or 10. I think it was 9 with the Proto Man run. And that I had to re-record just like the last 40 minutes. So this is the longest one I'm having to redo the audio with. RTX voice has some issues, like when I came back, even though I hadn't touched my computer at all in 12 hours. It was, for some reason, on stereo mix. I don't know if my cat's walking on the keyboard or something, even though it's all put away when they're gone, or when I'm gone. But nevertheless, Got that fixed. I just need to double check, and the main issue with that is the fact that this is all set up on my computer, but I stream from my couch, which has been a huge benefit as opposed to streaming on my at my computer like I used to, because I can do something like Bloodstain of a 6-hour stream and be fine. It's really great for comfort levels. But it does bring up a few annoyances. What I wish I had was like a little table with a tablet that I could manage stuff from. And maybe in the future I can get that. But next thing on the docket's getting a 4K Elgato. And actually, while I'm accepting missions, I'm gonna go ahead and check how much those are. 4K Elgato. Oh yeah, I still have a package coming. Okay, it's not popping up. Elgato. What is this called? Game? Yeah, game capture HD 60. But it's the HD. So I have the HD 60S, I believe. Yeah. And there's a new model that's not HD 60. Is it like sold out or something? What the hell? I submitted. Is it 4K 60? No. Well, there is an Elgato 4K 60, but that is specifically as a chip. Maybe I need to go straight to the Elgato website instead of Amazon. Let's see here. The 4K 60 Pro. No, not the 4K 60 Pro. Capture. Is it the S Plus? It's either the 4K 60 Plus or the 60S Plus. Let's see here. Well, 4K 60 HDR10 pass through. So yeah, it's this one, the HD 60. Am I on the story mission? Hold on. I think Oddity Cave. I believe this is the last random missions run. 4K. Ooh, the 4K 60S though. Ooh, it's got some not great reviews, but it looks nice. Oh, it doesn't. Does it not capture straight to the? Oh, hold on. Let's read these reviews. Overpriced. Huh. Huh. So it looks like it looks like steer clear of the 4K 60S. What about the HDR 60S? That has some better reviews. Runs about 200 from their website. But what about not their website? It's not on Amazon anymore. It used to be on Amazon. Oh, wait. No, that's just the cable. That's so weird. I first saw it on Amazon. Now it appears not to be there. But 200's a little out of my price range. Especially when I have a working capture device. Best Buy has it too, but again for 200. But what I can do there is bookmark it. And nice. Okay, so if that goes down about 50 bucks, I'll probably pick that up at some point. Or, you know, if I can save up, I will, but... Well, there it is on Amazon. It's $190. Anyways, I feel like that should be my next upgrade so that I can properly capture next-gen games. That's the main reason I've been streaming directly off the Xbox with those games rather than through my capture setup, is because it screws up the 4K. I have to go through all these video settings to be able to get it to work properly. And then if I'm wanting to play in my downtime, I have to go through all those video settings again to get it working properly. So, plus it, similar things happen with the PS4 Pro, which is also why in the past I've streamed just directly off of there, which I don't mind doing as much as the Xbox. The Xbox doesn't have the best setup for personalization, but the PlayStation has a surprisingly well thought out one. Whew. 40 minutes in. Man, I'm gonna be treating this more like a podcast, talking about topics rather than focusing on the story, probably, and what's happening. So let's see, what have we talked about? We talked about future Mystery Dungeon games, possible future DS games, history of DS stuff, health, and possible future upgrades. Actually, on that, I with Mystery Dungeon, I have had to be plugged in directly to my Switch. I usually have a Switch box. Damn thing broke. For some reason, the output's not sending signals anymore. So, I mean, it already, from the get-go, input 1 didn't work. So it was supposed to be a 4 HDMI box. Only did 3. So let me check that. HDMI. Is it? It's not a splitter. Switch box. That looks highly reviewed. But what I would prefer, 5 in, 1 out. That would be almost perfect. Because I need the Xbox, PS4, Switch, Wii U. I technically also then need the Wii and the PS3, but those run off of the same AV to HDMI cable, so I would only be able to have one of those plugged in at a time anyways. I'm gonna look at that. So that's like 25. That's not bad. Where is that? Oh, that's on a lightning deal? It's the same one. Okay. Huh. Do I have money to do this? My wife told me not to spend any money today. Because of I had to be put under anesthesia. Let's see. Remind me later. I do have money to do this. You know what? Let's see. So it's a 5-port with remote, 4K, which is better than what I currently have. Outputs on the left and the inputs are on the back. That could be a bit of an issue. Well, if I turn it upside down, that won't be a problem. It supports 3D, that's a bit weird. Alright, let's check the reviews on this thing. Great for the price. Oh, well, and the box auto switches to whatever input's on. That's good. Someone reviewed and doesn't know. Beware of plugging and unplugging from a TV. They break very easily. This person rated it low because they broke their TV by taking out an HDMI. It sounds like they got a bad TV. Everyone else is rating it high and says they're using it for game consoles. Oh, that's an awesome setup. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. So this will be the next semi-upgrade. So the whole point of me getting one of these way back when... so what is that going to be? 25. Okay. The whole point of me getting one of these way back when was to be able to do... Ooh, I could get this Friday? Yeah, let's do it. Was to be able to stream on several different platforms in one stream. Now, I don't really do that anyways, but it would be more possible with one of those. And then again, of course, like if I have an hour-long break or something in between, it's like I can still hop between all of them. If it supports 4K, even if the capture device doesn't, I could probably have my Xbox finally put in there. Alright. So, that should be coming in like 2 days, which is awesome. I do work Friday, though. Okay. So anyways, so now that that's there, the next upgrade is definitely going to be... oh, hey, we're done in Oddity Cave. And, oh, right! We got a ton of people going through Oddity Cave, right? Or we got just Voltorb. Okay. That's not spoilery. Anyways. Next upgrade will be 4K capture device. And then, I would say maybe a new camera at some point. My camera now is not bad. Oh yeah, the tablet. Let me... Because a Stream Deck wouldn't... Oh yeah, we ranked up. A Stream Deck wouldn't fix the issues I'm having. It's purely because all my streaming setup is on my computer. What I would want, like 100%, is a tablet. Because then with the tablet, I'd be able to have chat up. I could get a Stream Deck app or just remote desktop, and it not be as big of a problem. I know it's literally like just 4 feet difference, but it causes a lot more problems than you would think. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want a tablet just for that? I mean, I technically have a tablet. But it's Windows 8. It doesn't really work too well. Let's see here. Wonder if a Fire tablet would work. They have them for like 40 bucks. Because I wouldn't really need storage or anything like that. It's purely for chat and stuff. I don't know. I'll look into that later. I shouldn't be focusing on that now. Where's the thing? So I think we're doing our last organization stuffs. I think we're gonna get some training done before going on the first story mission of the stream. Almost an hour in. Oof. That's... Oof. Let's see. So, that's exciting. I really should, and maybe I'll do this, I should put a budget towards stream upgrades and list them all out. So let's see. Remote tablet for chat / remote or Stream Deck. To be fair, if I did properly set things up before starting, I don't know. We'll see. New camera. I honestly think my microphone's perfectly fine. I've had this thing for a hell of a long time. It's a Blue Yeti. And with the RTX settings, it works perfectly. And then 4K Elgato HD 60S Plus. Okay. Now, my camera is also a Logitech camera, so it shouldn't. I wonder if I could find some settings that would better do that. But let's see, Logitech 4K webcam. No, don't you try to show me things that aren't Logitech. I may not like all Logitech devices, but their cameras have been phenomenal. So this is a 60 FPS, 4K, 1 megapixel sensor size. That's horrid. Maybe I'll just stick with mine. Maybe I'll just do that instead. Maybe we won't upgrade for a while. Is this... yeah, the C922? I believe that's what I got. I think mine's the C920. But same difference. I think the only thing that mine can't do is the 60 frames per second. Anyways. So yeah, maybe I'll just look into getting some better camera settings. Let me see. Streamer camera setup. I'll save that for later. I'm not going to look into that now. But see, here's the thing, right? Because I don't talk about this too much, but I'm part of a group called Fang Force. The majority of us stream every now and again. It's everyone in the affiliates page, so Pure, Robo, Twisty, Nameless. They need to get, some of them need to get back into streaming, but oh, did I lose sound? No, there we go. And now we're getting Tori up there. But we're all part of a group, and mostly for just morale and you know, we've been friends for a long time. But the great thing is, because we all stream, if one of us upgrades, we can give our hand-me-downs to others. For instance, Pure doesn't have a capture device. He streams from his console or from his PC, and Twisty's the same way. So when I eventually upgrade to the HD60S Plus, I can give one of them the HD at 60. I planned on giving it to Robo, but he got so tired of the old hand-me-down I gave him, which was a Hauppauge HD PVR2. He got tired of that, so he went ahead and upgraded to HD60 like me. I don't have any mics I can hand you down. Though, well, it's not true. I gave Robo my old AT2020 microphone. And I technically have some mics I could give the other guys. So right now they just use their headsets. Though it works fine. And then the only other thing would be camera. So if I did end up getting a new cam, I'd probably give it to Robo. And Robo could give his to someone else. And, you know, go down the line. Yeah, that Hauppauge is not good for streaming. It's 10 years old at least. And then 2, maybe not quite. I think I got it when Modern Warfare 3 came out. When did Modern Warfare 3 come out? Modern Warfare 3 release date 2011. Oh my god, so it is 10 years old. Okay. But I got it for recording, and it records fine. It's definitely still not as good as the Elgato, but what's funny is the Elgatos were around at that time, but they were like $600 to $800 if I'm remembering correctly. Now they're actually affordable price. I think I even looked in 2016, 2017, towards the tail end of when I was doing game recordings, seeing to upgrade, and they were around $400 then. Man, I do a lot of training on stream, and to be fair, gotta train, and it would be weird for me to just come back onto stream one day and be bulked up without progressing through the story. But yeah, so that Hauppauge is actually life. Let's see. So, oh, I might get a message. Don't worry about that. And, awesome. So my thing will be here. My new HDMI switch will be here on Friday. Nice. what I should do one of these days is I have the whole Klonoa series, and if well, not the whole Klonoa series, I have what's available on PS3, Wii U, and Wii. But anyways, point is, I have a lot of them. So what would be cool is if I did like a Klonoa day, because most of those games are under 2 hours long. So I could do like a Klonoa day, switch between the platforms without skipping a beat. But that's for another time. Am I still training? I'm getting... Oh yeah, I was checking specifically for... One, I was checking rewards. For like high price items and special rewards and that sort of stuff. But two, I was also looking for any missions in the story-based thing. I don't think they do that, but I was still double checking. There's my orders. Okay. I'm still waiting on one more card decal. Let's track this. Oh, it doesn't have tracking information. Cool. Shipped a week ago, expected tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I got some cool card decals. I got a Arcanine, who's my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon still, yeah, I would say it's a tie between Luxray and Zeraora. And then I got Mega Man NT Warriors, Mega Man.exe decal. Got a Decepticon decal to match my wife. Oh yeah, I also haven't gotten that one. I'm missing two decals. So the two decals I'm missing, ironically, the anime decals, is a Full Metal Alchemist decal with Ed's coat design on it. The I don't remember what it's called. Shoot. But anyways, the like cross with the snake on it. And then the other one is a Capsule Corp decal, which I absolutely need, and will gladly put on the car. Stir stuff is happening. All right, we're finally going after Metapod. Alright, so this is 10 floors, if I remember correctly. 10 or 11. 10 or 12. Wait, what's the Metapod one? We already did Skarmory. That was the last thing we did on the first stream. So... yeah, I think this is 10. Oh no, we'll find out. And then, so, there's a Fainted Poochyena. We learn that, well, you'll see in a second. Get that head up. So, give him an apple. And now we have a Poochyena. Which is awesome. And I'm sure that was in the original game, but I don't remember it. But again, I played so long ago. Alright, so I'm going to close some tabs here for my computer to make sure some of this stuff's running better. Oh, don't need that. Okay. Still need that open. Any prime stuff? I'm sorry that I'm not focusing too much on what's happening on stream, but for the most part, it's just getting up to the boss. Though this is a more interesting dungeon. You guys will see why in a little bit. I just want to see. So there's no more games with Prime this month. Awesome. I guess it is the cusp of the month, so everything will be here tomorrow. Get that up. I might still need those. If I save that, I won't need this anymore. Okay. Oh, and I have my car, so I don't need all this car stuff. Up. Okay. So where are we? We learned that we can walk through water because we're a water Pokemon. Oh, we got some flora already. Awesome. So at this point, I was like, all right, we're good for whatever. I think I'm gonna take a break in about I don't know. I feel like half an hour is kind of well, we're a little over half an hour. Let's go for at least till 10:10, or if the let's just keep going for a little while. Let's keep going for a little while. So yeah, here we're getting an oddish. So now we're really well set, and we're also just now getting to the 4th floor. It is wild. Oh, and I finally put 2 and 2 together of what I was saying earlier of the leader must knock out the Pokemon for them to want to join. I thought that specifically meant Mudkip, but you can switch who your leader is. So it's whichever Pokemon you use to knock out. Now, you can't use any Pokemon that you gather within the dungeon. So it's just the 3 you have on roster. So I'd have to knock with Mudkip as I'm playing as Mudkip, Torchic as I'm playing as Torchic, or Magnemite as I'm playing as Magnemite. Yeah, so while we wait to get to the boss, I have been doing some thinking on some Pokemon streams. So obviously we're getting Mystery Dungeon done right now, as you can see with your eyes. And we will be doing new Pokemon Snap, which will mean we will have that whole side series wrapped up. But in terms of main games, I've actually only played one on stream. I've only done Sword, which most people are thinking is done. And I would say it is... I would say 80% chance Sword is done. I think they're going to continue doing raid events, but as for any post-game content or whatnot, the only reason I say 80 instead of 100 or even just higher than 80 is because of what they did with Mario Maker. Well, with what Nintendo did. Yes, we're getting Shroomish, but don't have the location, so they'll help us in the boss fight, but not afterwards. But Mario Maker got, what, I think 3 scheduled updates, and then nothing for like 6 or so months, and then all of a sudden and maybe even longer than that, and then all of a sudden they drop the world thing and stated that that was the last addition to the game. So my thought is, what if... I mean, we've had 2 expansions for Sword with no one saying that it was the last expansion for Sword. Isle of Armor. So, was it Isle of... Oh, now I'm getting them. I think Isle of Armor was the second one. Shoot. No, Isle of Armor was the first one. It's the second one. Pokemon Sword. You'll see. Crown Tundra. So, let's see. Is Crown Tundra the last DLC? So, presumably last. But does not confirm that it's last. My thought would be perhaps there will be a minor update, like not expansion, but maybe a new town discovered or something for a very small update, or a small spot you can fly to, similar to the lab in Sun and Moon kind of size, and have a one final closing thing. Right here I'm like, I want a ladybug. So we fight. But don't end up actually getting one. And if not, you know, because we do have the 2 new Gen 4 remakes coming out, and the new Legend series coming out, which, yes, we will play as soon as possible on here. Oh, we got the second Poochyena as well. I didn't notice. And then there's Yanma. It's possible and probably very highly likely that they're done with Sword. Give that up. But anyways, so my point is, I've done that of the RPG series, and I've done Let's Go Pikachu, which is technically a remake, but also a brand new game. Oh, I do something dumb here. I'm like, well, clearly we have 2 Poochyenas, so I gotta get rid of one of the Poochyenas instead of the Shroomish that we won't be able to take back anyways. And then I'm just deciding, I'm figuring out that they're the exact same stats and moves, but then that we'll say here they have a rare quality, and so I pick the better of the 2 with rare quality. Anyways, so I'll be doing, I've done Let's Go, and I'll be doing Brilliant Diamond when that comes out as well. But I've been wondering if I should do a mainline, either A, another mainline game, or B, a remake. And then, if I'm to do one of those, which ones? So, having done Gen 8, part of me is like, okay, I could go back and do Gen 7 and kind of work backwards. And then with the remake of 4, that'll be a nice little middle ground on the generations. So then I'll just have technically 2 and 3 to knock out, and then 5 and 6 to knock out. But aside from Sword, Ultra Moon's the one that I played the most recently in my downtime, because between Let's Go Pikachu and Sword, I wanted to get all my Pokemon. I wanted to get a living dex, which I managed to do, and then I also wanted to be able to bring all those up, so I had to beat Sun and Moon, or specifically Ultra Moon, to be able to do that effectively. Is this it? Nope, one more floor. So I don't know. I also love Gen 2, but a lot of people didn't like Soul Silver, so I don't know. Should I just do Crystal? Should I go back to Gen 1 and do like Yellow or something? Even though I did Let's Go Pikachu. Should I do Fire Red and Leaf Green at any point? Like it's I am unsure. Oh, and here there's another Shroomish, but I'm like, I can't take them anyway, so we're just gonna say no. Oh, and the reason I keep switching is I notice hunger won't go down with the non-active Pokemon. So, because my Kip was so low, I decided to switch to Torchic, and I can't remember if I switched to Buzz at any point. Where are those stairs? Hello? Oh wow, we've been going for another 10 minutes. But yeah, so that's been on my mind, and then if I should do that before Pearl, or before Diamond, or not. I've just been thinking a lot of it, because I've been in the mood to play a main Pokemon RPG recently. And then there's also the question, should I Nuzlocke or not? Who's texting me? My sister. That can wait, because she's texting a video for some reason. Oh my god, how many floors are in this place? Alright, I guess I'll check this real quick. It's just a TikTok. Doesn't matter. I get that, but I'm like, let's just keep going, because we're all out of PP. I do switch to Buzz. And here we go, finally, the boss fight. So I think this is also when I started skipping the text, or skipping reading the text and just kind of summarizing it. Essentially, they're telling us not to save Metapod because they want to get Caterpie to help towards their plan of world domination. Anyways, we're gonna fight them. Alright. So I'm out of, or I think I was out of water gun, but I was trying to water gun there. And we just circle them pretty nicely here. Start beating the crap out of them. I'm very glad we were able to get this many Pokemon on our way up. Made this boss fight a whole lot easier. I seem to remember not getting any Pokemon on my way up in the DS version and getting destroyed. But I think I was also like more around Buzz's level when I came up here. Anyways. Live commentary is definitely better on this game. But this should be the only part like this. And I am gonna take a break here in a minute. Once we're done with this. I like to break on an even minute number, so maybe 120, maybe I knock it out to 130. I can hopefully get this done today, but it is not easy to watch just the gameplay in kind of ramble. But hey, we got the boss fight done. I think I wasted that Oranberry. So they are outie. I'm laughing at the sound effect in the video. There's Metapod. Oh, I wish I had water. I drank all the water we had in the house. Oh, well, not all of it, but all the pre-bottled. I don't think I've mentioned why I drink pre-bottled. It's not just for ease, though that definitely helps. It's since I've had stomach issues, which has been quite a long time actually. I've found that it's worse with tap water. Definitely back when I lived in the Midwest, it was horrible. Even fridge tap couldn't do. Just half a glass and I'd be sick the rest of the day. But out here, it's not as bad, but it's still not great. So now they're just doing the little spiel, thinking and being like, when I grow up, I want a rescue team. And I think... Is this where they say that we can design the... Why don't we do something right here? We should... Yeah. So they just say this is the rescue team base. I think once we level up a certain amount, we can actually customize that. Either we can customize it or it will automatically be either partner Pokemon or our Pokemon. Also, I keep forgetting, the reason I'm doing all that training and why I was getting up in there and level is I was curious about evolution in here. Only remembering getting in my DS playthrough I was Trico. So getting to is it Gravile? Trico evolution. Yeah, Gravile. Gen 3 is one I'm a bit fuzzy on. I didn't play it growing up. I'm checking something on my phone right now. I think it's something... I'm either checking something Pokemon related or was checking... I was checking stream time. Because this was... It's the day before I had to not eat for a whole day. Anywho. So now Jumpluff's coming to us saying their Jumpluff friend and Shiftry is not back yet. And I'm doing something. I'm not reading the dialogue. I'm doing something. I'm having some sort of explanation. Moving my hands around a lot. Okay, calm down. I'm very passionate about whatever I'm saying there. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying about the evolution is I looked it up after this stream. I guess very minor spoiler. You don't actually evolve until after beating the main game. I'm still not sure we're going to do post-game on this right now or at all. Our track record so far is to do as much post-game as possible in Pokemon games. So we did all the post-game in Sword and in Let's Go Pikachu and in Snap. Well, it wasn't really post-game, it was getting our decks complete. But then stuff... Oh, and in Pokken. And in Pokken Tournament. I forgot about Pokken Tournament. But, stuff like, Rumble Rush, the now defunct mobile game. We were not able to do all the post-game in there. It's arguably... We arguably didn't beat the main game either. And God, the audio issues on that. I should probably take that down at some point. So now I'm buying two more places. Where am I? Okay, so I've not done my whole spree yet. I do eventually get like a ton of money and get all the cheap ones. That will happen at some point in this stream. I think I'm gonna go to an hour and a half. That way there will be only 45 minutes left for me to finish up later. But I don't want to lose my voice. I wanted to talk to Snubble. Telling me stuff I already know. So I think I'm gonna be checking on rewards and where I already have missions, because what I'm explaining is what I explained at some point in the first half hour of I'm going to do 2 dungeon runs before doing the story mission, and then here I just wanted to see what this was compared to the old games, because I used to be able to send messages and stuff, so I wasn't sure if that was still the case, which I don't believe it is. I'm getting a little hungry again. It's been 2 hours since I ate last, but I also didn't eat at all. For... It's 36 hours, right? At 3 a.m. Monday to 4 p.m. Wednesday. Wait, no, 3 a.m. Wednesday would have been 48 hours since my last meal. So, I didn't eat for 60 hours? Is that right? Let's see. 61 hours. Damn. I mean, okay, 61 hours between 2 meals. Do not do that unless instructed by a doctor. But, oh yeah, I was wanting to talk to Dig Trio and all them, and then I'm like, is it different dialogue with Diglett and stuff? And I also find out about this teleport. Have I gone to the camp yet to power up? I think I did that real early on. So Silent Chasm's there, but we're gonna go to, I think, Tiny Woods? I think we do Tiny Woods in Oddity Cave. Well, yeah, because at this point I was thinking I would do all of them. But after I start the next one or after we get done with Tiny Woods, I get a bit drained, you know, hour and a half in, and decided to just do the 2, which I initially planned on, I believe, but then was like, you know what, we can do it, and then it's like, let's just do the original. But I wanted to do Tiny Woods because it was short and the reward was good. And then I think we also have... I think we get a training ticket from one of these and we do another training rush. I keep talking about, I don't know if you can get a Pokemon with a ranged attack or not. Which I'm still not sure. I should look up. I should look that up. I'll do that now. I got 2 minutes. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Ranged moves. Friend. It doesn't. None of this helps me. Recruitment. Here we go. Yes. Okay. We beat that thing. I'm going to... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna talk real quick about some of the changes. Okay. Okay, so one, there's change of, in the original game, if a Pokemon that you recruited but hasn't gone back to a camp yet faints, it's just out of the party forever. That's no longer the case, as either you have seen or will see. They can be revived now. I think that might have actually been with a message Pokemon or job Pokemon rather than a recruited. But anyways, then recruitment rate is based off of level, so we don't actually currently have that high of a recruitment possibility, which makes what happened earlier way better. But then the cap is 55% boost, which we can get 24% if we reach level 90 or up. Legendary bosses are guaranteed now. And then there will be some portions of the game where it's not available. And then apparently the temporary recruitment is okay. It looks like temporary recruitment is also new. Oh, and so it wasn't camps in the first game, it was friend areas. Okay. And it was only if there was room in the party. I thought that was different. Okay. Well, we've gone a bit over when I wanted to stop this, so we will go to 132. But anyways, I will be back probably later tonight. But for you guys, it'll be just a second. So thank you guys. Continue watching, please. And we will be back to live stuff shortly. Okay, I'm back. I hope that these cut together pretty well. I'm not gonna be able to double check. Thankfully, well, it's not that I wouldn't be able to. It's more that time makes me not want to. So let's see. I think we're training with Tori right now. So I remember during this, and you'll kind of see. So we're on the silver tickets now. Let me try to get this microphone up a bit without disconnecting the cable. Ooh. Okay, so we're on the silver tickets now. And as you could see earlier with the bronze tickets, Mudkip wasn't doing too well with the bronze, but was doing exceptionally well with the silvers. And as you just saw, Tori, who did exceptionally well with the bronze, did not do that great with the silver. And I believe the silver really, it's more about being able to have space to attack. And so because overheat doesn't have range, that affects it quite a bit. But anyways, it's the night of the 31st, still March. April Fool's Day tomorrow. My hope is to get this done tonight and put together, processed, and hopefully uploaded so that I can publish it tomorrow. Because since it's a 2-hour long video, it'll take about 6 hours to process on Twitch. But alright, so we're going to Oddity Cave. I believe this is the last dungeon run before we go on to check on Jumpla. So when did I record last? Like 4 hours ago? I am not feeling as good as I was then. Then was pretty, what's the word? On the upswing of the post-treatment stuff. And I think that's because, I was just finally able to eat. I didn't eat anything too greasy. The anesthesia made me rest, and I rested a bit before going and all that stuff. But then, I, like a fool, was like, I still want hot food that I don't have to make here. Because payday's tomorrow, and my groceries are pretty much just chicken. And I got chicken out, so... it was chicken and then a lot of greasy stuff. So I convinced myself, well, I can't eat anything here because I've either already had it or it's too greasy. So I'm gonna get pizza. Yeah. I have 4 slices because, again, didn't eat for 60 hours. And it is triggering the medicine that I took this morning. Because I've read it, and apparently, one, the dosage amount is supposed to be like throughout the day, I believe. Even though the doctor tells you to take it all at once so that the effects are more immediate. But 2, side effects can last for 48 hours. So, yeah, I'm not doing super great right now. But nothing to worry about, really. Just kind of keeping an eye on my stomach situation and, still drinking plenty of fluids, which is good, and, trying to knock this video out. And that's 1 fluids down. So yes, job complete. I believe there's, 5 jobs in Oddity Cave? And I believe it is either 5 or 6. I believe floor 7 is the last job we have here. Oof, hold on. I did just pick up, 1 Xbox game that I might check out on stream at some point. I've been debating, because things like Ascend, way back a few months ago, Star Citizen, Mighty Switch Force, a lot of those games I plan to go back and play Mighty Switch Force at some point. But a lot of those games is like, I'll play for like an hour and then kind of drop off. There was a horror game, Hollow in the Deep or something, that I played during Nightmare Before Christmas that falls under the same category too. It's like, well, I didn't beat it, so why would I highlight it? And I'm thinking of maybe doing a series called something like Checking Out or Chase Tries or something like that. Oh, here I'm worried about the Onyx is, but they're just big. They're just big. They're nothing to really worry about. Oof. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to take my anti. How do I don't want to get too in depth of what I'm having to do health-wise, but let's just say I'm definitely gonna have to do some stuff tomorrow to not feel so bad. There we go. Okay. So, oh, we got the high training. Awesome. So floor 6. Get rid of the Tyrogue. Is this after? This must be after the escort mission where I can't even remember the Pokemon, but it kept, maybe Lickitung? That kept using Uproar and slowing the game down. I must have just not been paying attention while that was happening. Which I ain't complaining, because that was horrendous to play through once. Oh, so with this Voltorb, even though we already have a Voltorb, I will be conducting a test, which I guess I can just go ahead and say. The test is, if I choose not to keep them, will I still get money? The answer is yes, and you'll see that later. And then, even later on, I know I talk about being like, well, I could get a Living Dex in Mystery Dungeon. But maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that Voltorb if I'm gonna do that. So, yeah, mistakes were made. I should see Mystery Dungeon DX amount of Pokemon. Let's see, 418. So this is supposed to be Gen 3. I thought Gen 3 ended at like 386. What would have been the last Pokemon? Rayquaza? Rayquaza Pokedex number 384. Is there another 20 after? Jirachi. Deoxys is after. I was right on the money though, 386. So there are an additional, what is that? Additional 32 Pokemon that are not Gen 3 and up. Let's see. So, is that additional legendaries? Let's see. I bet Cerebi has a full list. Let's check Cerebi. The best... Oh, there's an event in Sword and Shield. It looks like there's a Wild Area Magikarp event. That might be an April Fool's event. I wouldn't be surprised if this is to gift a shiny, though. Okay, video games. Mystery Dungeon. Yes. Huh? This doesn't... Oh yeah, there's an auto mode also. I keep forgetting to use that. Is there... It doesn't look like, maybe I'm wrong, but I am not seeing... Oh, here we go. Hold on. Available Pokemon. There we go. So you got... So here's what post-Gen 3 is available. You got Badoo and Roserade, which makes sense. Ambipom, Miss Magius, Honchkrow, Chingling, Bonsly, Mime Jr., Happiny, Munchlax. All those make sense. Then you got Railu and Lucario, which that is a bit odd. But then you got Mantike, Weevil, Magnezone, Lickilicky, Rhyperior, Tangrowth, Electivire, Magmortar, Togekiss, Yanmaga, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, Bliscor, Mamoswine, Porygon Z, Glade, Probopass, Dusknoir, and Frostless. So for the most part, evolutions, and then Lucario. So no legendaries post Gen 3. And that seems to be it. So, but other than that, it's literally... let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 31, 32. Yeah. It's literally every Gen 1 through 3 Pokemon is obtainable. And then all the 32 other ones I listed. Which for the most part, again, evolutions. And Lucario. So that's actually pretty freaking awesome. But also kind of stressful. So right now I'm doing some inventory management. Planning on getting some stats up, but that quickly changes because I also want to make some money to get my brain working, and then also to get more camps, because so here I'm like, oh, the accuracy would be important, but at the same time 500's a lot. And I say I'm not going to do it, and then I sell this, and then I do it anyways. Which, you know, focusing on getting those camps done is important. Because, again, 418 Pokemon? But let me see what post-game is real quick. Mystery Dungeon DX post-game. I know evolution is post-game, technically, but I want to see story-wise, because I feel like that's more what we can do. So new missions to catch legendaries. Challenge dungeons. All the Pokemon will be available towards the end. Gotcha. And shiny Pokemon will become available. And you'll be able to get to the highest rank. So, what it looks like... Okay, so there's some post-game dungeons. Oh, quite a few. So, here's what I will say will be the playthrough for us post-game. We'll go for the legendaries and do those missions. And I would like to also unlock and go through each dungeon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's quite a few different missions actually. But anyway, so yeah, we'll focus on getting the legendaries missions done, going through those dungeons at least one time, and then also getting our rank maxed out. If we don't do that pre-ending of the game, which I don't expect to, but it's possible. Let me look that up now while I'm buying all these camps and deciding which ones to buy. Max Rescue Team Rank DX. So there's normal, which we had to, I believe, work our way up to. Bulbapedia. Okay, so that's the old one. Okay, so we were at Rookie. We're now at Normal. Then there's Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Ace, Ultra, Hyper, Master, and Grandmaster. With our camp capacity seemingly going up by 3 each time until we hit Gold, which will go up by 6. Then back to 3 each time. Until we hit Master, where it will cap at 38. Our job limit seems to go up by 8 each time until we get to Ace, where it caps at 64. Number of editable teams seems to go up by 1 each time until we hit Platinum, where it will be 7 for that and Diamond, then 8 for Ace and Ultra, 9 for Hyper and Master, and 10 for Grandmaster. And toolbox size will go up by 8 for Bronze, and then up by another 8 for Silver, and stay there until stay at 48 until Grandmaster, where it goes to 56. And I believe that's pretty much it. Oh, is a story thing happening? No, I'm just getting quests that I'm not even going to do on stream currently. I mean, I'll do them when I stream next. Which, if you're watching this on April 1st, might be today. So it looks like there's an achievement wall with the main menu. I see. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we will definitely be focusing on the main story. We're doing some stat upgrades before we go to Jumpluff. We'll definitely focus on the main story for now, and then Mystery Dungeon, I don't think I'll focus on it solely. for post game, but might just do it every now and again. When I need a chill stream, because it's a very chill game. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad. I also need to stream with Michelle again sometime. We've, again, due to health stuff and schedule stuff, we've been off a bit. Alright, story time. Oh, right, this part. I'm just gonna let the dialogue go, so you guys can read. Or I guess I can summarize. They're saying there's possibly a monster at this cave, and now Tori's saying their stomach's hurting, and I'm on my phone for some reason. I think I'm checking something actually important, but I can't remember what. Alright. Don't know. I think this is definitely where I started feeling my worst. To be honest, I almost said screw it after I got all the stat stuff done. I almost was gonna be just like, I ain't feeling too great, guys. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll get on to this. Not knowing the audio wasn't working. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I got this last story mission done. This is the one that's 10 floors. But I'm saying I'm going to be focusing mainly on doing the floors unless there's like knocked out Pokemon. Then I'll grab them, but otherwise I'm not going to really focus on grabbing items and that kind of stuff. Honestly, like, I'm not feeling too great myself right now, as I've already stated, but not much I can do about it. And God, like, I have been laying down so dang much. The main thing I want to do right now, honestly, is just walk for like 2 hours. I know that probably wouldn't be great for me right now, but gosh dang, I have been bedridden. I've been in the chair doing some music, finished that up, and getting these thumbnails made and stuff, and playing what I can of Xbox. The other thing is, though, especially the day I couldn't eat, obviously hangry a big portion of the day. So games that I normally play in my off time, like Apex, oh boy, that I only do like 2 or 3 games of those. I was very close to streaming. But I'm glad I didn't, because I was able to conserve my energy for what was to come. But yeah. Whew. Floor 3. Got a roust berry, gravel rock. And I wish I got this far-fetched. So yeah, if we are 33-ish% through the game, not including post-game, and that's roughly 4 hours into the game. So, estimating about a 12-hour long playthrough. Honestly, if I get back into the swing of things, so streaming, what I'm probably going to do is stream Friday, Saturday. No, I gotta keep Fridays open, Friday nights open for me and Michelle time. That's been like the one day, because she doesn't work Friday nights, and then I come home Friday nights type of deal. But I can't keep doing both weekends. Or if I do, I'll put it this way, I can't schedule a stream for both weekends, because sometimes I just need a day to myself, man. So, who knows? Maybe I do Sunday through Wednesday, honestly, and then possible bonus streams on Saturday. I could see me doing that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's been honestly since December, kind of a scramble to get a good schedule down and get things on that schedule. And part of it's because, you know, for a few months there I was on a different shift, and now I'm back on my old shift, and then it was transportation was an issue. So we've got a knocked out Pokemon here. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I thought it was Treecko, but it is actually not Larvitar. Is it Larvitar? No, it's the small of Is it Larvitar? It is Larvitar. Evolves into Pupitar. Okay, I always get the names mixed up a little bit. But yeah, because of scheduling and transportation and that stuff, it made it impossible until I got this car. So now I can actually rest. I have time to myself. I can choose when I leave. I can choose when I come home. Not having to wait to be picked up from work, or leaving early to be dropped off at work. It's I'm hoping it'll improve some quality on here as I record audio past the 2-hour mark. On our fourth take, due to not doing a sound check before stream, and streaming for 2 hours. Yeah. Floor 5. We're trying to make our way to the Larvitar now. Starting to get a bit overheated, but I'll push through as we only have 12 minutes left. So we give the Larvitar an apple. And here I'm just like, oh, it's Larvitar. And so I believe either on one of the next floors, I find another Larvitar. I believe that's right. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. What the? What? Oh, I'm out of water gun. And then I try to use signal beam. Out of signal beam. Can't push the Pokemon that way. So I kind of have to just make a move. Larvitar takes him out. that one. And I think we decide to take on the... Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Only 4 more floors to go. And only 10-ish more minutes. So we'll take out this Houndour evolves into Houndour. I can't remember if we're gonna take both of them out or just the one. I think we take both of them out. Yeah. I'm kind of just like, screw it, let's get the XP. Because it's going to be a long walk to that stairwell with people attacking anyways. And it worked out for the best, because we got Houndour. But now, low HP, and instead of... I don't think I used the orange berry. No, I do. Okay. Never mind. Shouldn't have, but I did. So, yeah, okay, so second Larvitar, I do end up recruiting them as well for 2 reasons. One, I thought, kind of spoilers that there isn't, but I thought there was a boss at the end of this. There isn't. It's just story. But 2, again, living dex possibilities. Like I said earlier with the Voltorb. Also, they both have good skills, so. I mean, look at that. We could sell so much. What I need to see is if there's a merchant orb. Because if there is, then I could kind of try to stock up on valuables. Once again, I don't learn a evolved move. I think this is the floor that takes the longest. I think the stairwell is actually on the right side. And I don't find it for a while. Also, I'm buzzed because the stomach on Mudkip. Yeah, I get the coin, and then I'm like, let's just head right. Which I believe it's this... Oh no, it's not. I get frustrated a little bit here. Though it doesn't look it, but I definitely remember being frustrated, being like, where the hell are these stairs? Then my guys are fighting. Finally find them. I was like, right to the right, where we first came in. And then Train Pinch I really want. Flygon's one of my favorite Pokemon. My number 2 favorite dragon, behind Dragapult. So, me once. Found those stairs. 2 more floors. I was kind of just like, let's get this over with. And then we got a Paris, and we have the Mushroom Forest this time, so we can recruit the Paris, which was nice. I'm saying something here. I think I'm like, should I use anything for PP up? Unsure if moves get restocked or not, because I know stomach does. And then overheat thankfully attacks both spots, and we can go up. Now here's the thing, like I said, no boss. So let me try to recount this as much as possible. Jumpluff's supposed to be here. Towards I go, hey, came for you. It's fine. I remember at this part, I'm like, Shifty's in the back. Huh. Hope that monster that people were talking about isn't back there with them. These jokes are going to fall even flatter than they would have. And he's like, forget about me, get away from here. It's not like a legendary Pokemon's going to show up. It's really, you know, in the moment, I'm like, wow, that sounds like a bird Pokemon. And all this electricity. Zapdos. Again, I remember this from Blue Rescue Team. Zapdos be mad. Yeah, back when I thought I was gonna have different thumbnails for each thing. Now I like the thumbnail I got. I like it because I can also possibly update it for post game. I might not though. Man, that does get distracting, don't it? But yeah, so Zapdos is the legendary monster, and we completed the Silent Chasm. Got ourselves some Larvitars. And so essentially we're going to be sorting these guys through. Then there's going to be one more story thing. And then that's going to be stream. And we've got 4 more minutes. I want to make sure that the audio is not longer than the video. So I'm probably going to end recording about 20-ish seconds early. Or so. You know, I can time this. I can time this nearly perfectly. I'll just stop audio like 5 seconds early. I can do that. But anyway, so yeah, Jumpluff's happy, and they explain the situation. Well, they're happy, somewhat happy. And then they're like, Zapdos is here, and then Alakazam's team comes. They explain who Zapdos is, and that the weird happenings is probably what woke it up. And then it takes a little bit. I think I'm actually reading this part. And then, but they're like, they're gonna go help, because I think they left Shiftry behind. And then we're like, we're gonna help. They say we're weak. We're like, we're not weak. And then they make sure that we're, you know, not super worried about dying, pretty much. And we're just like, no, even though just the hint of a monster earlier made us talk about stomach cramps. Like Sam's like, fine, go die. It's Mount Thunder. Cool. I believe they head out first. Alright, so this is when I'm starting to say my goodbyes, and I was getting a bit of a second wind here. I'm glad I did not continue, especially with the issues that came up. So thank you guys seriously for watching. I'm sorry that this happens occasionally. I will try to be better about making sure stuff like this doesn't happen. And if it does, that, you know, we get it fixed to the best of, or I get it fixed to the best of my ability. As always, you know, follow is appreciated, If you want up-to-date info on streams, follow me on Twitter at Chase McFox. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope to be back to a regular schedule sometime eventually. I have a vacation coming up as a birthday celebration slash post-vaccination celebration. I got vaccinated a few days ago. I believe I mentioned it in this stream. That's what I was dealing with, was the vaccination stuff. Damn. But anyways, wow, I just completely blanked on that during these entire recordings. But anyways, so my vacation's going to be about 3 weeks after my vaccination. So I'm still going to mask and separate and all that. The majority of the locations I'm planning on visiting are going to be outdoors. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to hopefully stream very soon. And I'll see you guys next time.